Hey Scotty, wanna rewatch the Lord of the Rings extended trilogy with me? Hey, wait a second, what is that? Oh my god, that's amazing! Let's unbox it! Hello everyone and welcome to another one of our Lazy Swim unboxing videos, the series where Scotty and I take the time and unbox products and read our cards while letting you know how good they are and if the product is truly worth your time and money. So grab your favorite drink, sit down, lay back and relax as we dive into this unboxing. And today Scotty and I are here to look at the scene box from the latest Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth supplemental expansion, the holiday release, and this is the Might of Galadriel. Thank you very much, Scotty, for this. Now, if you're wondering what is inside of all these boxes, I'll leave a link in the description down below that you can watch after you've seen this video. But realistically, this is a really cool little box. You get 3 set boosters, the scene with the mechanical cards, then we get the scene with only the art cards and an easel. It's definitely a fun little product to open, and the boxes are extremely big. If you were to look at the size of the special edition collector box, you can see the size is normal for the collector box and this size of the scene box. So they are quite big, but they are a great little present, I believe, for somebody who loves Lord of the Rings and Magic the Gathering in general. These are printed in the United States, so without further ado, we'll have a look inside. And there's also the fact that some of these boxes have come up with some issues, meaning that well, you either get super crumpled and crispy cards and pringled, or some damaged cards, or sometimes you even don't get the scene that's supposed to be inside here because the scene is always the same scene for each specific box. So here we're supposed to get the scene of the Might of Galadriel, so the cards are supposed to be that, but apparently some people have not even gotten that. So we hope that we get lucky and we well, it's kind of sad that you have to say that about a product that you buy from Magic the Gathering, but whatever. Hope that we get lucky and we get this wonderful, beautiful scene of the Might of Galadriel. This is the scene proper, and every corner of the scene is a beautiful new card that is not present in the original set of the Lord of the Rings. Now, this is the box as such. You get a little bit of cutouts here that come up really easy, and then you pull out these little container, and yep, this is where you can find the cards within, and it looks like the scene is the right card. So hey, we shouldn't be crying too hard tonight. Okay, so as usual, we'll look at everything in here and give you our opinion about it. We'll start off with the mechanical cards, and then we'll go from there. And as usual, I'm also joined here by Glam Drink, as I am a huge Lord of the Rings fan, and this is such a treat for us. Okay, the first card in here is Arboreal Alliance. It costs X and 2 green, is an enchantment, and when it enters the battlefield, you create an XX green treefolk creature token, and whenever you attack with one or more elves, you populate, creating a token that's a copy of a creature token you control. This is a fun little card that I think really synergizes with a token deck that also has a lot of elves in it, and definitely in green you can do that, and I think this is an okay card or a good card for that kind of deck. Then we get Galadriel, the legendary creature for this one. This is Galadriel Light of Valinor. It costs 5 and it's bounce, and it's a legendary creature, elf noble. It has Alliance. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. So only this turn, which is great, so you can do it 3 times basically. And the first one adds 3 green, which is really good, especially if you tie it up with some elf deck or just ramping in general. Then you put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, which is great in this color combination, and then use Cry 2 and then draw a card. Very strong commander. I really like this, and also just overall a strong creature. And then we get Rally the Galadriel, and this costs 4. It's Simic. It's a sorcery, and create a token that's a copy of target creature you control. So again, token generation, and you have Conspire. As long as you cast this spell, you may tap 2 untap creatures you control that share a color with it, so you have 2 colors, and when you do, copy it, and you may choose a new target for the copy, so you can create basically 2 tokens if you do that. That's not bad. And then we get Galadriel's Dismissal, which is an instant, costs 1. It's white and it has kicker 3 with also white. Cast this spell, paying the kicker cost on top of the normal cost, making it 4. Target creature phases out. If the spell was kicked, each creature target player player control phase out instead. Now this is basically a very good Teferi's protection kind of thing, and I like it. It's a kicker one, so you have to kick it. It's a bit more expensive by one than the Teferi one, and it's only for the creatures and it's not everything else, but I think this is a good little interaction that protects you, so it's a good little protection spell, and yeah, I like it. And then we have the Mists of Lorien that costs 3. It's blue, it's a sorcery. You get to replicate it with 1 blue when you cast a spell. You copy it for each time you paid its replicate cost. You may choose new targets for the copies, and then you return target non-land permanent and each other non-land permanent with the same mana value as a permanent to their owner's land. This is an expensive, not even removal, it's just an expensive bounce. I don't really think it's so good. And then we get Galadrim Brigade, which is a 2/2 elf soldier that costs 3 as green, has quad 2 with green. As an initial cost to cast this spell, you may pay this to any number of times, and whenever this creature enters the battlefield, you get to create that many tokens that are copies of it. Other elves you control get +1/+1, effectively making your elves insanely big because you have a lot of ramp in the elves. So this card is insanely good for an elf deck in general. So let's have a look at the cards. I think these two are extremely good. This is very good for just commander in general, and so this is going to be, I think, one of the best commanders of the scene boxes. The Galadrim Brigade is insanely good if you have an elf deck, and the Arboreal Alliance is another good card that is synergistic with an elf deck. Is not extremely good, but it's good. Then you also get Galadriel's Missile, and it's a good protection spell. It costs 4 in the end if you want to protect all your creatures, but it's still decent. And other than that, the other ones are okay. So overall, this so far is the best scene box that I can see, with the most synergy and also just overall the more value in it. I think still the most expensive card in this extended set is going to be the Legolas's Quick Reflexes, which is part of the Aragorn at Helm's Deep scene. But other than that, very good cards. And also the foiling in these is just gorgeous. And we got lucky, no crimpling, no pringling, no crisping, no cuts. So far it's very good. Next up, we have the scene cards proper, and remember, these are not foil, but it's very nice to get them, and we'll try and place them in the easel. So if you want to try and do how we usually do it is we don't pull because it destroys the little easel very easily, but you can just, you know, wiggle it in like that sideways, as there's not much space here, so you have to bend it from the back, as you can see, and you just wiggle it in like that, and it's working fine. And it's not too hard, and it's quite quick to do on this one. Voila. And then try the bottom one. Some are more cut than others, some are more tighter than others, giggity. So we're just trying to get it in gently so that we don't damage neither the scene cards or the easel too much. And there you go. As you can see, some are very tight, and voila, it's another one. As you can see, like, it's not easy, so especially the bottom ones can be really annoying to put. So I would caution you of putting the mechanical playable cards in here, because you could be destroying them fairly easy. But if you do it with a sleeve, this cards should be fairly okay to put in here. Otherwise, alternatively, you could just go to your local arts and craft store, or just to a framing shop, and they'll frame this for you in beautiful glass or cards. Anyway, that's it. And then the easel pops up like that, and there you go. That's scene proper, done and dusted. Now let's open up the 3 set boosters that you get inside. As I usually say, this product is fairly good, and the price range in the £30 ish or above, but anything below 40, because after that it just really depends on how badly you want some of these cards, because you could just buy them separately. So you get a Swamp, Wolves Pathfinder, Protector of Gondor, Errant Rider of Gondor, Eowyn, Lady of Rohan, Preve, great little card, Faramir, Field Commander. Then we get Shortcut to Mushrooms, then Gothmog, a Morgul Lieutenant in the scene, Sauron, the Lord of the Rings. This is a commander for the commander deck. And then we get the Born Upon a Wind, a rare, Warbeast of Gorgoroth in foil, and a treasure token. So yes, we have this deck. We've reviewed this deck and upgraded this deck for you on our channel. So if you're interested, you can find it there amongst our videos. All right, go next. We have Mountain, Glorious Gale, Dreadful as the Storm, Claim the Precious, very, very good and limited. Black Breath, The Mouth of Sauron, Ugluk, The White Hand, Gorbag of Minas Morgul, Saruman's Trickery. Then we get Elrond, Lord of Rivendell in the Showcase Ring version. And we get the Horn of Gondor, very good for those token human decks and just overall in human decks, very, very good. And also limited, it kicks ass. Then we have Mahur, Orc High Captain foil, and the Orc Army token. And next up, the last booster, we got Plains. We got map art in each. That's nice. Escape from Orthanc, Isolation at Orthanc, Fire over Orthanc. Everything is Orthanc, cast into the fire. Then we get Bitter Downfall, Ranger's Firebrand, Golem's Bite, Gandalf's Sanction, Gimli counter kills in the Showcase Ring version, Press the Enemy, not an okay card, it's not great. Then Haunt the Dead Marshes in foil, and Humo Soldier. Okay, so nothing amazing, nothing glamorous, but I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you have, first off, thank you from Scotty and I for joining us. And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, as it does help small channels like ours a lot. And we hope to see you in the next video. Until next time, we wish you a lovely day, a blessed day. Be good, be kind, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!